What's up, friends? Hello. Oh, we're gonna get the alerts again. Good stuff. Maybe. Rough. Okay. Hello. Hi, Sam. 2 years. EPLP 25 months. Sneaking past my own brother. Hi, Rudy. Got a little drive here, so lay it on me that it was dumb to have Jake voted out last. That's what I was laughing at as I was coming into the stream. I mean, you knew that your predictions were silly. And that's okay. Well, same amount of time, but somehow mine isn't a streak. Oh, you're 25 months, but on a 24-month streak. Oh, okay, you're right. Interesting. Yeah, that math doesn't check out at all. I don't know what to tell you about that. Okay, should we talk? We'll talk Survivor finale. I'm going to pull up the spreadsheet and the predictions. Hi, Scott. Hello. Yeah, so Rudy said last person voted out Jake. Who goes to fire? Julie and D. Who wins fire? Julie. And who wins? Julie. And you said going all in on Julie. I think knowing that was not a very likely outcome, but for the sake of your draft team, you stayed true. I did pretty good. What did I got it wrong. I thought Katura would win at fire. That was the part I did not get correct. And I think, and EPLP had it that Julie would be the last voted out, which is also what I said. He said Austin and Katura would go to fire, and Katura would win, and then D would win the game. So glad I picked D in the beginning. Such a dominant queen. I gotta say, I mean, I'll be fully honest, that really took me by surprise. She was not on my radar at all in the preseason. I, from listening to her interview at the start, did not think she was gonna do well at all. So that one's on me. I don't feel bad about any of the people that I was confident in. I think they all showed themselves to be good players. But of the people who did well, D is the one who was not on my radar. I liked Julie. I had Julie on a couple draft teams. I liked Austin. I had Austin on, I think, all my draft teams. I had Katura on all my draft teams. And then a mix of Sabaya and Kelly across various combinations. So other than Sabaya kind of getting tribe screwed at the start of the game, I think in different circumstances she would have made it really far. And obviously Kelly and Katura both did great. So Krokorok. I read it as Krokorok, this Pokemon, because of Zelda. We still have more Zelda to play too. We'll get to that eventually. But I'm feeling Final Fantasy VII these days. And then maybe we'll put something else in the rotation also. I have lots of Switch games to play. It could also be fun to do another Fire Emblem playthrough maybe in the new year. I want to pick the test negative stay positive guy for 46, but I know I shouldn't because of my theory on winners. 46 would have seen Jam as the last winner. +1 to Fire Emblem. Yeah, Sam, I know you'd love for me to play some more Fire Emblem. I would like to do it, and I felt like I met some different people on Twitch when I was doing that. Like, that pulled in some other folks, and I think that's a good thing. So maybe we'll do the red people. I don't remember, other than that's the golden deer for you. I don't remember what the houses are anymore, but could do the red one and see how the twist goes. Red is the one where stuff goes crazy halfway through. Hot take, but you felt no sympathy for Jake in the final challenge when he was like stomping on it. So it's interesting because he talked about it, and he said he wasn't doing that out of frustration. He just thought it was sturdier than that and wouldn't break, and that he was saving himself energy by not picking his feet up through the rope the whole time. And like, why high step it back when he had nothing to preserve, and so instead thought he could just walk over it and save himself some time, and instead it broke, and he said he felt really bad. Edelgard? I don't remember. It would be interesting because I don't remember a lot of the story at this point. Like, it's been long enough now that I've forgotten a lot of it. He was Jeff shamed a little bit. Granted, he said sorry and Jeff was like, "You're good. You just don't get to play anymore." I don't know. To me, it was just kind of funny, given like the narrative of how poorly everything was going for him, to then manage to have something go wrong in a way we've never seen before. Made me laugh. Also, he's a prosecutor. Everybody likes him so much, but just as a reminder, he's a prosecutor. Boo. After lying about being a public defender so that people would like him more, because he knows. Yeah. Anyway, I thought the first hour of the finale was really strong, and then I thought the rest of it was pretty boring. Like, up through the final 5 vote was great, and then I was like, cool, the rest of this is gonna be, but we know where we're headed, and we're just gonna take an hour and a half to get there. And I don't know, the after show just doesn't really do it for me. I had it on, but I wasn't really paying attention. Because it feels like rehashing the game in the moment right after it's finished you're not really getting a lot out of that compared to having the time and perspective and reflection of having seen the show as it aired and having some distance from the experience and stuff. But they're gonna do what they're gonna do. If we got both, I think that would be better. But I just don't think the after show is very good TV, personally. Yeah, I don't know. But we finished 45, 46 starts in like 2 months or a little less. As soon as D won immunity at Final Four, it was over. She knew she didn't need Fire to win. I mean, I think as soon as she survived the final 5 vote, it was over. And I looked and it was like 9:05, and I was like, well, this is going to be a boring hour and a half. I don't think she even needed to win Final Four immunity to make it to the end. I guess it's possible that if Austin won that immunity instead, he has said he would have put himself in fire against D, and maybe that's true. And maybe he beats her. But from the minute she made it through the last vote, it just felt pretty likely to me that she was going to the end and therefore winning. I felt bad for Katurah because I was very frustrated with the way the Final 5 vote went at the time. Hearing her, the fact that the show gave her a confessional to explain her choice helped a lot, I think, in terms of understanding why after she was like, we have to get D out, now is the time, she then didn't vote D. because it was a matter of self-preservation. Like, better to not get out the person you want to get out and still be there than to vote for who you think should go home but end up getting voted out yourself in the meantime. So as much as in results-oriented thinking, yes, she should have voted for D, obviously. And would it have helped if Jake had told her she was playing the idol on her? He was playing the idol on her? Yeah, of course. But is it also understandable why he didn't do that? Yes. So as much as it, again, being results-oriented would have helped both their games if he had told her that he was going to play the idol, I think both of their choices are understandable. They just led to an unwinnable outcome for both of them. And they should have gotten D out sooner, but that's what you always say about the winner. Overall, though, definitely my favorite season of the new era. Pre-merge better than post-merge. I feel like most seasons have one or the other. Rarely are you, on fire through the whole season. But the absolute madness of that final 5 vote definitely boosted the quality of the finale to me a lot, because it was just so wild. Even if the result was frustrating. It's because Reba was the only tribe this season to trust each other. Yeah. You'll have to listen to some Shannon analysis of that vote. She loves going through all those permutations. Yeah, they broke it down. I have skipped Survivor Global generally this season, but I like Nick Idanza a lot, so I did listen to the finale podcast that they did together, talking through everybody's motivations as they saw them at that vote. Because it's confusing. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. Mary Jumas, hey Alex. Happy post-Hanukkah to you as well. Did you watch the Survivor finale, Alex? Are you all caught up? I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but I feel like you have. You're driving to Kansas City tomorrow and back, so you have lots of podcast time. Hanukkah's going to start on Christmas next year. Yeah, we talked about that. That's really late. Starting on Christmas. You saw it and you're working, so you're half listening as always. Okay, sure. Katura got the Sia Grand Prize for 45. Oh, I haven't seen who got the Sia money, but that's not surprising. I'm happy for her. Listen, she's gonna have a great life. She's an incredible person, doing great work in the world. She got to go have this adventure, make some money, and I hope that the rest of her life is filled with nothing but joy and happiness. I love Katura. I wish her edit had done her a little more justice. I think she's really great. I'd be curious to see her on a returnee season, outside of the Bruce orbit. Do I get worked up about final vote counts? I care more about the outcome, but not the margin like Twitter seems to. Yeah, I think I don't care as much. Ultimately, it's about who wins. Doesn't matter if you win 7-1 or 4-3. That's not math. 5, whatever. Jacob and Caleb also got smaller Sia prizes. Caleb? Whatever. Interesting. I get bummed out for 0 vote finalists, because I think we continue to see that it would just make more sense to do a final 2 and it would be better TV. And I think it sucks to sit there and wait for your name to be read and just never hear it, but no, I don't care too much about the vote count. I care about who votes for who because I think that's interesting. But that's more on an individual level and not as much on about what the numbers add up to other than who wins. Because D gets that same money like I said, whether she gets all 8 votes or only, quote unquote, only 5. Who was talking about this? What was I listening to today? Why blank won and why everybody else lost, with David and Jessica, talking about how whether the jury kind of plans the votes so that everybody gets a vote, and it seems like they don't do that. And they were talking about how, specifically with Winners at War, people were concerned about giving Michelle a vote, in case that, snowballed into something else, because of this, I guess because of the theory that, if you go to the end with 2 people who played similar games, maybe their votes get split enough that you pick up the plurality, but we've never seen that happen. I think we've seen in 43 and 45 women jurors being given a lot of flack for voting for a male finalist over a better woman finalist, which seems deeply problematic and anti-woman in the name of supporting women. Yeah, sometimes that happens. People decide that if you support any individual man at all, it means you are anti-woman. Never mind that you could just actually have an opinion that is more than I will vote for the woman because she is a woman. Obviously, yes, I think Dee played the better game than Austin. But if Austin had played the better game, vote for Austin. It's not about gender at that point. Would I go into it hoping that a woman would win and I would be able to vote for a woman if I were on the jury? Of course. But if the man plays the better game, you vote for the man. If I was voting in the jury on 44, I would have voted for Jam Jam. Nothing against Carolyn. Jam Jam had the best game. Gabler aside, I also think Survival will show more of why the winner won and less of why the loser could have won. Well, so this is another thing people have talked about, was the story of this season, at least partially, how Austin lost, rather than how Dee won, because they love their young, strong guys. I think it's certainly better than it used to be, but it's tough. I think they still struggle to an extent with really telling the story of a dominant social game, because it's hard to fully show those relationships in the amount of time they have on TV, even with the 90 minutes. Let's be real, Bruce was never voting Dee. Even if Dee doesn't make fun of him, he was closer to Jake and Austin. Whatever. Bruce could have basically not been at that finale, apparently. No questions from Bruce, no comments from Bruce. Just that the moment of, well, you should have played your idol. And she's right. Was it the right thing to say it? Probably not, I guess. But honestly, that would have made me want to vote for her more. I really liked it. It sounds like, I guess, they left a lot of stuff out to maybe kind of soften things in the edit for her. But whatever, she's headstrong, be headstrong. I'm headstrong too. I support that. I liked that moment. And if she had more moments like that on the island, I could understand why people like me would be friends with her. That's probably, that energy, I'm sure, is why she and Katurah bonded so much. And to Katurah's credit, while we're here, I don't want it to get lost in the sauce lost in the sauce, where did that come from? Dee was like, I'm putting you in fire because you're a big threat and you need to go home. Excuse me, hold on a second. And I thought Katurah did a great job of using that to her advantage at Tribal Council, where if she had won at Fire, I think she had a decent shot in Final Tribal Council, because she literally could have been like, look, Dee wanted to get rid of me because she didn't think she could beat me, and now I'm still here, so I don't know what to tell you. You want to vote for the person who thinks I'm better than them, or you want to vote for me, who they think I'm better than? I don't know. She dug her heels a lot, and people stayed on her side, so that's a winner. Yeah. She got her way on votes where other members of her alliance wanted to vote differently. How long was Julie trying to get Jake out, and Dee just kept going, we're not doing that. Even though literally it was because Jake voted with Caleb, is that right? At the split tribal, and wrote down Julie's name. And that's the thing that made her want to go after Jake for the rest of the game, which was kind of short-sighted, I think. She was certainly giving Big D energy. Has that been used yet? Actually, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, you can make lots of puns with D as a name. It makes it pretty easy, but that's very funny. I miss, not even, listen, the themes were getting very contrived and ridiculous in the lead up to season 40, but I do find that just having the numbers and nothing else makes it kind of hard to differentiate between the seasons in my brain. Am I a Christmas Eve or Christmas Day Chinese food? Christmas Day. Christmas Day is Chinese food in a movie, usually. Probably do that tomorrow. If I heard how she voted... Oh, I was like, Siri. Sifu. Even though Sean wanted to quit, that alone would have given her my vote. Yeah. No, she's totally right. She was like, yeah, okay, you want to go home? Fine, but that's not my problem. I want to vote what I want to vote for my game, and then if you want to go home tomorrow. Not my problem. Movie for the win. Tomorrow? I mean, we can watch a movie tomorrow. We could go to the movies tomorrow. My favorite part of Dee's win was she was confident enough not to put herself into stupid fire, and the jury didn't care. Yeah, I think people kind of need to get over... Look, Chris Underwood did what Chris Underwood had to do, but winning at fire is not a move. It's a thing you did. Alamo Pass says go to movie. Well, my Alamo Pass isn't currently active, and I don't know if I'm going to reactivate it, but I probably have enough on the gift card that we could go to a movie. And I do still have more free stuff to use up by the end of the year. We can look into what's playing and pick something. Oh, except you can't eat anything there. Hopper's doing keto right now, and as a vegetarian, it's very difficult for us to eat together at the moment. What's playing in Brooklyn tomorrow? We'll find out. I really want to see Color Purple. There's a person on 46 that really reminds you of Bryce. Are you talking about test negative, stay positive? You can eat salted nuts. They don't have those at the theater. Yeah, I know. I really want to make him my initial winner pick without knowing anything else. Almost certainly he's not winning. But you never know. We'll see how he's certainly going to be on my draft teams. I can tell you that much. And really, winner picks are just about bragging, right? They don't actually impact your draft rankings, positions, other than in the finale predictions that we do. Oh, there are several things I would go see tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Every showing of The Color Purple tomorrow is sold out at our local theater. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them. That's wild. I mean, it comes out tomorrow, so I kind of get it, but also I didn't realize it would be that popular. Wiggler saw Aquaman and hated it, I think. He said he walked out. I didn't know if he was joking or if he meant that literally, but we'll save Aquaman for when we can watch it at home. Yeah, so we have 2 months think a little less until 46. When does it start? What's the Wednesday? The 21st or the 28th? I think it was early. It might be the 21st. What is this song with all these weird sound effects in the background? Get out of here. But Traders UK and Traders US both start in January. Like, Traders UK starts on, like, the 3rd of January, and then Traders US starts, like, a week after that. So we will have plenty of stuff to still talk about here on the stream. I watched 75% of UK Season 1 on the plane home because I fast-forwarded through a lot of stuff that I knew didn't matter, so I managed to watch 9 episodes of the show on a 7.5-hour flight. Have I ever had figgy pudding? No, definitely not. I only know of its existence because of the song. Do I like eggnog? Not really. I'm alright. It is so much dairy. I like coquito, but I'll pass on the eggnog unless there are no other options. And also, I will just stick to regular, straight liquor. I don't need to make it complicated. Mrs. All N is an eggnog file. No, thank you. The texture is not really for me, in general. It's too, like, thick. What is figgy pudding? Because it can't just be mashed up figs. This is as close to Christmas as I'm getting. We have a cedar balsam candle burning right now from Trader Joe's. From last year. Always gotta have your seasonal Trader Joe's candle. Got the Honeycrisp apple for the fall, the cedar balsam for the winter. Rum for the balls. I'm sorry, what? Scotch for the cookies, vodka for everything else. What? I know you mean figgy pudding, but I want fight pudding. So bring us some fight pudding, so bring us some fight pudding, so bring us some fight pudding. I'll fight you right now. Fight pudding is extremely your jam. Yep. Yes, it is. Nose. Yeah, but I don't really do Christmas or Christmas foods or Christmas related stuff. It's not really my thing. I mean, I did not grow up religiously celebrating Christmas, so as an adult I feel no need to do Christmas. First rule of fight pudding is don't talk about fight pudding. You brought it up, Scott. Doesn't figgy pudding have meat in it? I don't know what it is. Could not tell you. I still don't know what, I don't really understand what a mince pie is. It's like sweet, but it also has meat in it. I saw them several times in places when I was in the UK, and I was like, I don't trust I don't trust it. No, thank you. It just seems like a weird combination of stuff. Traditional Christmas Eve pizza? Really? That's not one I've heard before. Christmas Eve Chinese food, yes. Christmas Day Chinese food for all of us non-Christians. But Christmas Eve pizza is a new one. I had pizza yesterday with my cousins. It was fine. I haven't really eaten much today. Just sort of whatever I could scrounge out of the fridge because I still haven't really gone grocery. I did like a very small grocery errand on like Wednesday and bought a few basic staples, but I don't fundamentally have a lot of cooking ingredients in the house right now. I picked up some chutney because I'm now that I ate a lot of chutney while I was in the UK, and now I'm really into chutney. But the only one that the store had was a mango, which is fine, but I would like some other ones. And this mango in particular is like very, very sweet. My dad's side of the family is doing soup today, and he's having a conniption because there's no roast turkey or ham. I believe there is going to be a ham cooked in my house tomorrow, which is why I'm going to not be here because I find that gross. Dad is anti-soup. Anti-soup is a choice. How can you be anti-soup? You can make, there's so many kinds. And it's a great way to use up your root vegetables from your farm share if you have that challenge, which I do. Seafood chowder yesterday. I go in and out. Every once in a while, I like crave a clam chowder, but most times the idea of it makes me feel a little ill. Mr. All-In makes a lot of choices. Wait, are you driving to Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri? I guess geographically they're in basically the same place, but I know people have strong feelings about which one is better. I used to have a roommate who was from Kansas City, Missouri, and I used to have a very close friend who was from Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri for a Chiefs game. That's the Missouri side. Got it. Yeah. He'd get stuff in the mail from his parents, and the address would say, it'd be like 4 characters long. Because they had a very short street address, and then it would just say KCMO. Your cousins are in Kansas. Is there a rivalry? Like a Kansas-Missouri rivalry? Wait, are you driving to a game tonight? I don't really know when football happens. Yes, circa the 1850s. The rivalry? Yes, there was an NPR podcast that business flip-flopped the idea over based on tax incentives. The Chiefs, is that Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team? I think so. Travis Kelce. The game is tomorrow. You won tickets through Omaha Pro Volleyball Classic stuff. That is a deeply Midwestern thing, to like be rooting for a team from a completely different state because you just don't have one. Like my grandfather roots for all the like St. Paul teams or the Minnesota teams because there are no South Dakota pro sports teams. They're sweet tickets. So if you see Taylor, you'll post it. Wow, fancy. apparently my cousins went to go see Taylor Swift's apartment down in like the Lower East Side or wherever it is. I didn't even know she had an apartment here. I mean, it's not surprising, but it's not something I'd ever thought about. I just have I don't care about Taylor Swift. It's nothing personal. I just don't care. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put the game on. I don't judge because I know I'm obsessed about sports in a way others don't care about, but I never understood celebrity obsession or Royals obsession. We have no Chiefs gear. Yeah, I definitely had some celebrity obsessions as a kid, but not so much as an adult, really. Like, there are bands I love that I want to go see at every opportunity, but within financial reasonability. And I do not follow them as people with any sort of obsessive fervor. Like, literally, I just learned. So we saw Merrily We Roll Along on Thursday, and I just learned, like that day or the next day, that Daniel Radcliffe has a kid. I didn't know that, and I've been obsessed with Daniel Radcliffe since I was like 10, 11 years old. I used to know everything about him, but I did not know that he has a child who's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months old now or something. I mean, he keeps his private life pretty private, and all the more respect to him for doing that. But that's the sort of thing that would have been extremely on my radar when I was, 20 years younger, or even 15 years younger, if I'm being honest with myself. Yeah, I think part of it too is sort of working in the industry, very much on the customer facing side of things right now, but also as a creative, I just can't get that worked up about people, because there is a part of me that always hopes eventually we will be colleagues of some kind, and so I can't be weird about them now. I can forgive my 12-year-old self. I can't do it now at 33. Do we go to the Gold Saucer now? Is it that time already? How's our game volume? It's always confusing to me because the inputs look about the same in the mixer, but they sound very different in my headphones. Comrade, what happened? Sorry, I don't know who's talking. What happened? My hometown used to be around here. What do you mean used to? Oh, that was Comrade. It ain't here no more. Heard it just got buried. Heard it got buried in just 4 years. But how could those people say those terrible things? And it's all my fault. All my fault. My hometown, Coral's always been a coal mining town. Maybe dusty and poor, but it's calm. It's a real small town. That's the first time I ever heard Mako reactor mentioned since then. Game volume sounds good. Okay, thank you, Scott. What are we going to do? The only one opposed to this is Dine. I'm definitely against it no matter what. There's nothing to talk about if you're thinking of throwing away our coal. The coal's been ours for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them risked their lives for it. We have no right to throw it all away so easily. But listen, Dine, no one uses coal nowadays. It's a sign of the times. It is stupid how relevant this conversation is. Right, everything is Mako now. It'll be alright, Dine. Shinra Inc. will guarantee your livelihood once the Mako reactor is complete. Listen, Dine, I don't want my wife, Myrna, to suffer anymore. I know how you feel. I feel the same way too, damn it. But even so, I won't give away our coal mines. Who is my ideal party of three? It's kind of hard to say in this game because, for the most part, everybody can do anything thanks to the way the material works, which the flexibility is so nice after being like so locked into stuff with Final Fantasy IX. Good thing we learned our lesson 26 years ago, right? Gotta move on from coal. Can't do it. My ideal party of three. You gotta have Barrett for ranged attacks. Aerith for strongest magic, really. And then it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, I love Vincent, and I like Vincent's weird limit breaks, but I don't have Vincent yet, obviously. With how much you hated 10, I want you to play 10 too, all the more. Oh yeah, I've talked about doing that. I've also been told I would probably like 10 too more than 10. That's another thing on the possible list. Maybe after 7. Because we've played all the Final Fantasies, y'all. Other than 8. But I'm not doing it unless we hit the sub goal. Zed's party. Sid, Kate, Seth, end of list. Ew. No. I guess Sid is technically a good party member, but I just hate him so much. Dine, you've got to understand. That's how the coral reactor was built and completed. We all thought it would bring us an easier life. It happened when Dine and I were out of town for a few days. The coral was burned down by the Shinra troops. All the townspeople, all my relatives, everyone, everything. The mine pub. Mine pub. Shinra troops? What for? There was an explosion at a reactor. Shinra blamed the accident on the people, said it was done by a rebel faction. That's so terrible. Well, I guess that's true, but more than Shinra, I can't forgive myself. Never should have gone along with the building of the reactor. There's always Persona 4 if you need more JRPGs. I still have to finish Persona 5. I will do it. We'll see. I either wrap up Switch streams for now. Well, I mean, I can plug them both in. Both are doable. We can switch back and forth. It's just a little annoying. Because I need to finish Persona 5. Someday I do want to get back to my playthrough of Far Cry 3. Which I think got interrupted by 9? Playing Final Fantasy 9? I can't remember. I want to play the Royal Edition of 15. Like, do 15 properly. I have plenty of JRPGs. This is the thing. I have so many games to play, and yet I'm always talking about replaying stuff that I've already played. I just gotta spend more time. I gotta stream more, which I can do right now. December was really busy, but the holidays are always tricky. Okay. Just started a second heavily modded Dark Urge playthrough of a second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I also really want to play Baldur's Gate 3. But I don't know that I can commit myself to that big of a time commitment right now. We still gotta finish whatever that means, Tears of the Kingdom. As a non-Twitch credit card information giver, I would gift you a game to play instead, such as Valkyria Chronicles. I have so many games to play. We also talked about how I have God of War Ragnarok because it came with my PS5, but I haven't even downloaded it. So there's plenty to do. Don't blame yourself. We were all fooled by the promises Shinra made back then. That's why I get so pissed off. Not only did they take advantage of me, but I lost my wife, Myrna, too. Hey everyone, if you want to go to the Gold Saucer, hurry and get on! Oh, I should have checked how much money I had. Diane was my best friend. We were close ever since we were kids. I never knew. Comrade never said a thing. I'm not sympathizing with Comrade. He never should have trusted Shinra Inc. Better go on. Music that haunts my dreams. I don't have enough to buy the pass yet. When is it gonna cost 3,000 to go in at one time? God, I hate it here. Whatever. Mm-hmm. 3,000 gil. If you leave Gold Saucer, your ticket becomes invalid. Here's the Gold Saucer. There are many places where you must pay with GP. Just think of GP as money you can only use at the Gold Saucer. Think of it as a way of making currency more complicated. I've never gotten close to hitting my GP limit. But I remember the first time I played this, I had just spent all my money upgrading all my weapons and stuff, so I got up here and I didn't even have the 3,000 guild for a one-time visit. So I had to go all the way back down and run around and grind for guild just to get in here. Wow, let's have fun. I know this isn't the right time to do this. Hey, comrade, cheer up. I ain't in a cheery mood, so just leave me alone. Really? That's too bad. Let's go. That was a little harsh, comrade. Just act normal when this happens. You think so? Of course. We're gonna go play. So play. Mess around all you want. Don't forget we're after Sephiroth. I think he's mad. He'll be fine. Seems to be doing a little better now. You want to go with me? Go together. You better be careful with Sephiroth moving around. Oh wait, I only get one? I forgot. I'm sorry, we're currently renovating. Please come again. Where do I want to go? Ah! Hey, you. What are you looking so down for? I forgot that this is where this happened. How about it? Want me to read your fortune? A bright future, a happy future. Oh, but don't hold it against me if it doesn't come true. Oh, so sorry. I'm a fortune-telling machine. The name's... Oh, gosh. What do we do, y'all? It's time to name Kate Sith. Only read the future? You kidding? I can find missing things, missing people, anything. Then can you tell me where a man named Sephiroth is? Sephiroth, right? Okay, here goes. Ordinary luck. It will be an active fortune. Given to the goodwill of others, and something big will happen after summer. Wait, hold on. Huh? Let me try again. Goopo! I know, it's sad that this is the only sign of a Moogle we really get in this game. That ain't a Moogle. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue? Forget it. Wait, give me another chance. Wait, let me try again. What the? Read it out loud, comrade. What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. I don't know if it's good or bad. This is the first time I ever got something like this. Then shall we? To where? Being a fortune teller, this is gonna bug me. If I don't see how it turns out, I'll never be able to relax, so I'm going with you. Comrade, it's alright with you? No! I'm coming with you no matter what you say. Hey! You can't just walk into my body! Time to play some Mog's house.
This is Mog's house. It's in Mog Forest on Mount Mog. The beginning of another day in the life of a Mog. This year, Mog is a pippo years old. That's, I forgot that. That's 28 in human years. He's at that age when he should be looking for a mate. But before Mog can become an adult, he first needs to learn how to fly. Even though Mog trains hard every day, he still can't seem to get off the ground. Mog walked so Vivi could run. Looks like he's still got a long way to go. Here's where you come in. Help Mog learn how to fly by pressing A and feeding him his favorite Kupo nut. But don't overfeed him. He won't be able to fly if he's too fat. Give him a Kupo nut. Your favorite golden saucer game, Mog's house. It's the only one I ever play. All the other ones are annoying. This feels like enough. Oh, seems like Mog's decided to take another shot at it. Come on, Mog. Oh. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Poor Mog will have to wait some time for a bride. Come on, Mog, you're gonna fly. I think that was 4. Let's try 5. Go on, little buddy. Yay! He did it! He's flying! Now he's finally become a full-fledged Mog. Now he's ready to get it on! Tired but relaxed, our little Mog turns out the lights early and goes to bed. Good night and sweet dreams. Oh, what's this? Here comes a female Mog. It seems like he likes her. Now will Mog be able to fly gracefully in front of her? Help him out with a few Kupo nuts. That was 5 for stopping there. Oh, seems like Mog's decided to take another shot at it. No! Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Poor Mog will have to wait some time for a bride. I'm sorry, Mog. I think that was 3. Let's try 3. Yay! She must have fallen for his graceful flying form. Sometime later. Looks like things are going well with his new Mog friend. Time for a quiet date in the forest. Her name is Mag. She is a good-natured Mog. Best of luck to both of you, Mog and Mag. May you have lots and lots of healthy Mogs. Oh, they will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Why was one of them yellow? I hope the yellow one's okay. No worries there, I guess. Bye. Fiend. Absolutely insane game. Teach this little Moogle to fly so he can pump out a bunch of babies. 30 GP. Super dunk. I didn't even mean to do that. But here we are. Hmm? Dead. What the? Hey, comrade! Did Sephiroth do this? No, it's not him. They're all shot. Sephiroth would never use a gun. Oh. Hey, what happened? Man with a gun on his arm. Did he? Hold it right there and stay quiet. Did you guys do this? No, it wasn't us. Hurry and run, it's gonna get ugly. Hey! Stop them! That's as far as you go. Wait, listen to... Comrade. One more to go. Yes. Hey, pay attention. I don't need to hear it. Pay for your crime below. Do it. Yes. Gateway to heaven. Are you alright? Where are we? The desert prison. Coral prison. A desert prison? Yep, a natural prison in the middle of the desert, surrounded entirely by quicksand. I heard that once you get in, you never get out. But there was one special exception. Isn't that Comrade? Comrade, did you... Stay back. This is something I gotta deal with. Just leave me alone. Is everyone optimally equipped? Oh, probably not. Almost certainly not. I mean, Kate Sith doesn't have anything. Oh, that's one of your friends? He sure looks dangerous. Comrade. Alright, let's do it. Good call. Now we have manipulate. God bless. Okay. Stop following me, you creep. Didn't I tell you not to come here? Just hold on for a second. We just want to talk. You'll understand if you just hear us out. Kate Sith has no idea who this guy is or what's going on. Didn't want none of you to get involved. Hey, that's Comrade's line. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're already involved in this. We saw you and hurried here. Comrade, just tell us what's going on. Also, why are the three of them in prison? They weren't part of the anything. You guys, I heard that the murders at the battle arena were done by a man with a gun arm. Was that you? There's another man that got a gun grafted into one of his arms. It was 4 years ago. I remember I was on my way home from visiting the Mako reactor you built. Comrade Dine, come quick. The village is being attacked. It's Shinra soldiers. What? What the hell happened? Hey, comrade, it's not over yet. Everyone's waiting. Let's go back to the village. Comrade Dine, protect the village! Old man. Come on, comrade, we gotta hurry. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm sort of busy getting shot full of bullet holes right now. Comrade, you stay here. Ha 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 ha, shut up. You shoot all day and never hit them with aim like that. Ha ha ha, stop playing around and cover me. Watch out. Dine, hang on, you listen to me. You're coming back to the village, yeah? Yeah, I ain't letting go. You're coming back. Everyone's waiting for you. Eleanor and Marlene, they're all waiting on us. From then on, I couldn't use my right arm no more. I was depressed for a while. But then I threw away my artificial arm and got this gun grafted in. I was ready to fuck shit up. Got a new right arm to get revenge on the Shinra who took everything away. Back then, I heard the doc say there was another man who got the same operation as me. But his was the left arm. But Dine's injury was the same as yours, right? Yeah, that's right. He was deceived by the Shinra too. He'll probably join us to fight against the Shinra. Wouldn't bet on it. I gotta apologize to Dime before I can rest in peace. And that's why I gotta go alone. Do whatever you want. Is that what you want to hear? Well, I can't let you do it. We need your help to save the planet. Comrade, this isn't the end. Weren't you going to save the planet? Tifa, you ought to know by now. You ought to know by now. That's alright. I'm not so different from you. It's easier to understand. It's you, Comrade. So there it is, Comrade. So I guess it'll be Comrade, me, and Marlene, baby bartender. Or is that Dime? Just making sure everybody has their best weapons. A rookie, then you gotta buy something. Yep, that's the rule here. I mean, I really don't. Corn dog! Lots of people hitting 24 months today. Hello. How are you doing, corn dog? Alright, just got my parents. Oh, how was that? How's your brother? He's alright. He's good. That's good. You new? Then go and pay your respects to Mr. Coates. Never seen your face around here before. Going up? Yeah, up. You don't seem to understand how things work down here. House is too loud for your taste. I feel that. This is the Gold Saucer's garbage dump, and that makes all of you scrubs. The only way to get back up there is to win the Chocobo race. But it's not as easy as you rookies think.
Of course, if you got the boss's permission, it'd be a different story, but you'll never get that. Ha 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 ha. How are the comrades? They're alright. I mean, they're in prison. Oh, that's typical for comrades, isn't it? Don't we have to go, like, back here somewhere? Whoa. Did we learn Matra magic? Yeah. Sweet. Congrats on 600. It's been up and down there for a while. It's gone a little over 600. It's gone back down. It's currently sitting at 600 again. I don't know. Has it? Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Wait, do I need to talk to this guy? I can't remember. Man, the boss was really in a bad mood today. Or was it one of his better days? I'm off into the distance. I feel like my attack should be doing more damage by now, but you know, here we are. Oh wait, this is how you get lost. Don't do that. Oh no. Not good. Now we have a problem. on so many problems. Yeah, well, sure. Oh no. Okay, but genuinely. Get me out of here. Yeah. Cactuar! Look at all that money, 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 money! Money! It says go up, go back, go up, go back. Yes. Oops. Comrade! Must heal, comrade!
Dine, is that you? No, that's a voice I haven't heard in years. A voice I'll never forget. I always hoped I'd be able to see you again someday. I knew you were alive somewhere. We had the same operation. I can hear her voice. What's that? It's Eleanor's voice, begging me not to hate your rotten guts. That's why I never hunted you down. I know I was stupid. I'm not asking you to forgive me. But what are you doing in a place like this? Why do you want to kill people who ain't even involved? Why? Why? The hell do you care? You think the dead understand whys? Is hearing Shinra's excuses gonna make people in Coral understand anything? I don't care about reasons. All they give us is artillery and stupid excuses. What's left is a world of despair and emptiness. You still want to hear why? All right, I'll tell you. Because I want to destroy everything. The people in this city. The city itself. The whole world. I got nothing left in this world. Coral, Eleanor, Marlene. Dine. Marlene's still alive. I went back into town. I thought she was gone for sure. Wandered around town for a while. That's when I found her. Found Marlene.
I bet he reads Loveless.
She's in Midgar. Let's go see her together, all right? So, she's still alive? All right, comrade. Then I guess you and me gotta fight. It's time for fight pudding. What? Eleanor's all by herself. I gotta take Marlene to her. Dine, are you crazy? Marlene wants to see her mom, don't she? Stop, Dine. I can't die yet. Oh, yeah? Well, my life's been over since then. Stop it. I don't want to fight you. Comrade. Comrade, you stay the hell out of it. This is my problem. Should have given him healing magic. Back. I didn't just lose an arm back then. I lost something irreplaceable. I don't know where I went wrong. Dine, I don't know either, man. Is this the only way we can resolve this? I told you, I want to destroy everything. Everything. This crazy world, even me. And what about Marlene? What's gonna happen to her? Think about it, comrade. How old was Marlene back then? Even if I did go see her, she wouldn't even know me. And what's more, comrade, my hands are too stained to carry her anymore. Comrade. Give that pendant to Marlene. It was Eleanor's, my wife's, a memento. All right. So, Marlene's already 4. Comrade, don't ever make her cry. Dine. Dine! Stein! Stein. Me and you were the same. My hands ain't any cleaner. I shouldn't carry Marlene either. Ugh. Hey, Aldo. You want something? I want to go up. Like I told you before, you gotta get the boss's permission, then win the chocobo. Dine's got his reasons and can't speak. So I got this instead. FFVII. That's what we're playing. Yeah, bull. I wanna go up. Right. Did you kill Dine?
And then there's Chunky.
Oh my
He's
god.
Dead. He's dead. Chunky's dead.
He is.
He's dead.
You must have. You'd never be holding that thing. So Dine's dead. Maybe now the place will calm down a little. Di didn't care who anyone was. The hell do you know? Right, I mean, no, I don't know anything, sorry. Then, will you get us out of here? Huh? Oh man, you guys are mistaken. I already told you, there's only one way to get out of here. That's to win the chocobo race, and that's held up there in the gold saucer. And only one racer can go up at a time. Say what? No, really, even if you threaten me. A rule's a rule, I can't change it. If I do the whole system down here, it'll get messed up, and I can't do that. Okay, I'll let one go up there. After that, he's got to deal with Dio. Alright then. Comrade, you go. We'll wait down here. Hurry up and win that chocobo race and get us out of here. Excuse me. You're right. Comrade should do it. Can you imagine Red on a chocobo? I mean, we're going to see it in Rebirth. All you need now is a manager to register and get a chocobo. Hi, I happened to hear your story. Esther? I'll be your manager. Well, I have nothing against it, but... This is Esther. She may look kind of funny, but there's no better manager in the races. That's so rude. Yeah, well, nice to meet you, comrade. All right then, comrade. I'll send you up the elevator. Esther will fill you in on the details. So that's what happened. I'll talk to Dio directly. You just concentrate on the race. Oh yeah, getting back to the other thing, there are many different types of chocobo jockeys. It's not only for criminals. Some people compete for the fame, some people compete for the money, some only for glory. And then there's people like you. Oh yeah, I'll teach you how to ride a chocobo. First, press minus to choose auto or manual. And you're stuck, but most of the chocobos have are mellow and you should be able to handle them. Y to speed up and A to slow down. And if you go faster than the chocobo can handle, you will lose stamina. Set to manual to slow them out. They should all be set to manual. You can't run a race on auto. Press plus to end the race. You knew? Hi, Joe. Hey, Esther. You're looking pretty as usual. Thanks. Let me introduce you, comrade. This is Joe, one of the top chocobo jockeys. Nice to meet you, comrade. If you're with Esther, then... Right, he's an up-and-coming jockey. He'd only been down there a day, and already he made it up here. What? Oh, I see. So why'd you get put down? Sorry, we're not supposed to ask about the past here. Pretty interesting. I have a feeling that we'll meet again. And until we meet again, comrade. I'm gonna check on the chocobo. You just wait here for a while.
Ramu! Ramu!
The race will start in a few moments. Will the jockeys for the next race please proceed to the paddock? I repeat. Comrade. Thanks for waiting. I registered you in the next race. This is a chocobo I prepared myself. You should do well. So remember how to ride? And good luck. Yoo-hoo!
Yes!
Congratulations, now you're home free. Oh yeah, the owner dope did something.
Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won. I know you earned it. I heard about dying from Esther. Now that you've won, I'm granting you and your friends a full pardon and setting you all free. And by way of apology, I have a little gift for you to use on your journey. Sorry I couldn't be there to tell you this in person, but I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. A gift?
Comrade, this is great. The assistant manager just stopped by and dropped off a buggy. Now we can go over deserts,
In quotes. And rivers. In quotes. No problem.
Okay, comrade, I'll be waiting outside.
The letter continues. P.S. I recently met Sephiroth. I'll bet he's pretty popular with boys your age. Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading toward Gungaga, south of the river. Sephiroth.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah, well, if you ever get your own chocobo, come back again. I'll take care of your registration and everything. I'll see you again.
Reform. Buggies can cross shallow rivers and deserts. You can even enter Costa del Sol and Junon by buggy by hitching a ride on the cargo ship. Gungaga, south of the river. Oh, but still battles. Yeah, I gotta give Tifa materia. Let me out. Let me out.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break before we continue. Right, we are back. Oops, don't like that. Off we go to Kangaga, where I once got trapped. Is someone there? Hey, Rude, who do you like? What are you getting so embarrassed about? Come on, who do you like? Antifa. That's a tough one. But poor Elena, No, she likes Seng. I never knew that, but Seng likes that ancient. What are they talking about? It's so stupid. They always talk about who they like or don't like, but Seng is different. Oh, no. They're here. They're really here. Then it's time. Rude, don't go easy on them. Not even the girls. Don't worry, I'll do my job. Then we're counting on you. I'll report to Seng. It's been a while. Payback time for what you did in Sector 7. That's sad. It's as far as you go. Oh, not even boss fight music. That's interesting. Look at Rude in his little boxer stance. Nice. Turklet. Yeah. We may be retreating, but we're still victorious. Would you look at the time? It's time to go. Fairy tale. Hey, something seems wrong. Like they knew we were coming. They followed us, but there weren't any signs of it. Then that means... a spy, maybe? No, no way. I don't even want to think about there being a spy. You should think about there being a spy. I trust everyone. You shouldn't trust everyone. A ruined reactor. It's Scarlet, head of Shinra weapon development. This isn't any good either. You only get junky materia from junky reactors. This reactor's a failure. What I'm looking for is big, large, huge materia. You seen any? No, I haven't seen it. I'll get on it right away. Please, we could make the ultimate weapon if we only had some. Just can't wait. With Hojo gone, weapon development's been getting a bigger budget. I envy them. But even if we make the perfect weapon, could that stupid Heidegger even use it? Oh, sorry, I forgot Heidegger was your boss. Let's go. Big, large, huge materia? An ultimate weapon? The perfect weapon? So what are the Shinra up to? I mean, they just said it. Something shiny back there. Reach for it. Titan! I feel like there's something else here too, but maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's just Titan. Like these guys teach you something too, but maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. Heavy tank. Nope, made that up. Okay. I would like to go, if I can, get Big Guard from the beach plug now that I have the manipulate materia. But I don't know if I can get back there right now. I don't remember ever seeing this thing before. Flower pollen. Oh my god, pollen's never good. Yeah, okay, cool. Jeez. Hey, what the fuck? How do I... Can't I leave? Oh my god. Jeez, what the hell? I've definitely never seen one of those before. That was wild. Ruined reactor. Yeah, we were just there, my dude. Mystify. Crazy fight pudding, right? That was wild. Atomic scissors. Shinra built the reactor without even thinking about the town's safety, and this is the result. That's not a story, but thank you. Can I go? I'd like to go. Thank you. One day, a huge explosion killed many of the townspeople. Also not a story, just a sentence. 80 gil is very cheap. Skingaga Village. Many people died here in a Mako reactor explosion. Yup, they did. I have so many weapons for Aerith. I gotta figure out which one she should have equipped and get rid of the rest of them. You a traveler? Hey, wait, that glow in your eye. Are you in Soldier? Oh, you're right. Don't you know anything about our son? His name is Zach. It's been close to 10 years since he left for the city, saying that he didn't want to live in the country. He left saying he's going to join Soldier. You ever hear of a Zach in Soldier? I don't know. If I heard of a Zach in Soldier, I'd maybe have to tell you that I've stolen his life story and identity. Zach. Young lady, you know him? I remember he wrote us 6 or 7 years ago saying that he had a girlfriend. Could that have been you? No, it wasn't. And Tifa, what happened? This is where I got stuck. Had to restart my game. But we are free. Zach, did you know him? No, I don't know him. Your face tells me differently. I told you I don't. All right. Sounds just like you leaving town and saying, I'm joining Soldier. There were a lot of guys like that back then. Must be really something making it in Soldier out of a group like that. I really respect you. I just got lucky. Don't be so humble. Comrade, thanks for caring. Don't be so humble. Death blow. It's one I always end up giving to Red. I don't know why. Okay, but we went to Gingaga and we didn't find Sephiroth. Hazard. Submarine parking. Yeah. I'm stuck on a cliff. Beach plug, beach plug. Yes. Okay, great. Manipulate. 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 Oh, you have to do it when their back is turned, right? So I need to do it to the other one. Oh, well now that one's back is turned. No, or you just suck. I want my big guard, come on. Manipulated. Okay, so attack a different one. Big guard. Yep. I don't think we can learn fight though. No. Okay. Okay, learned big guard. Good work. Is there anything else I want to try and get right now? I would I'd love to get White Wind. You also have to take the boat. Oh, God. But worth it to have White Wind. Yeah, let's do it. I've never done this before, I don't think. I've never taken the boat back. I think I've always tiny broncoed my way. God. Do not need your weapons at this point. I have a striking staff, I have a diamond pin, we have all those things, okay. Yeah, maybe I messed up because I could have gotten those things sooner and I didn't do that. And that could be part of why my damage output was low. That's okay. Obviously we were doing fine. I want to help the cat. Why is the cat crying? It won't let me up there though. Which is too bad. I want to be friends with you, cat. I'm sorry. Soldier first class. Guard dog, rawr. Stop. Fairy Tale's the best one. Yeah, so I bought something I didn't even need to buy, I think, but that's okay. Oh, Wizard Staff is double materia growth, though. So we want to keep the Wizard Staff. The rest of them can go. crapshoot anyway. But we'll go with double materia growth, why not? Not that you're gonna be in the party. It's such a long way to get out. How do I leave? There we go. Oh. Nope, that's not out either. Am I losing my mind? I can't remember how to get out of here. Oh, I probably need to go to Lower Junon. I feel like this is supposed to be a way out. It definitely was how you got in once upon a time, but I can't get myself out. So now we have to do it the other way. Is this the hunt for great gospel? No, not specifically. I was just going to get... I wanted to go get White Wind. I can't get myself out of Junon right now. don't want to get back on the ship, though.
What's going on back here? This is how I end up hearing this music so much because I can never remember how to get out of here. Trying to get to Lower Junon or back to Costa del Sol. I'm trying to get out of Junon, not to Costa del Sol. I want to be on the world map outside of Junon. Oh, wait. God, that was so much running around for nothing. Buggy! Buggy, 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 buggy! Buggy! And now we need a Zemzelet. Oh, nice. Okay. Yay! Oh, I wasn't, Well, now we're just a little stuck. God, the marching music is over, right? I mean, we will have to go back in to get ourselves back across, but only briefly. Okay, because that's all we came over here to do. Hold on. Drive the buggy east across the river and look for a cave in the mountains to find a sleeping man. East across the river. We're going east. Okay, we don't need you anymore. We got your skill. We're good. The river. You didn't hear your sound alert. I did, yeah. I need a hero. I heard it. Okay, hold on. We're turning off battles for a second while I try to figure out where we're supposed to go.
here somewhere. Go across the river. A cave in the mountains. Oh, here we go. Large materia needs high-level materia. You'll need to fight battles until the last two digits of battles fought are the same? I mean, he's not telling me how many battles I've fought. I've Who are you? Guess it was fate that I woke up and met you here. Oh, got the bolt ring. Pfft. You've already fought 166 times. Okay, so we need to do 11 more battles to get to 177. So 11 more battles. La 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 la. I should equip anything I have with double materia growth right now so that while we're doing these easier fights. Match
matching zeros like 200 works as well. It has to be, what I read is it has to be odd numbers. To get the mithril specifically. Like, I just had even numbers. I had 166. Or are you saying 0 in addition to odd numbers? But I'll get to 77 before I would get to 200 anyway. Okay, no point in this being in the double growth spot. I know the effect won't be working while I'm doing that, but it's just to get the growth going. Okay, that was 1 of 10. Or of 11, rather. We're gonna make our tallies. 1. Finally, a cure too. Felt like that took forever. That was 4. I feel like Barrett is due to unlock his second, his level 2 limit break by now. Seven.
should be 10. But let's go check just to make sure I didn't forget to count one. Because what I don't want to do is overshoot and have to do it again. And we're also going to ensure we don't do another fight before that by turning off the battles. Oh, see, good thing I checked. I was off. Okay, got Mithril. Now what do I have to do next? That's for, I guess that's just for later, because we gotta have the tiny Bronco. Okay. Oh, whoops. You talk to the guy in the shack near Gangaga, however, he doesn't even appear in his shack until after the tiny Bronco. Yeah. I thought I pushed the button when I got in here. Clearly not. Look at you tipping a Shinra soldier twice. I know, my mistake. My sincerest mistake. I mean, 10 gil is not a lot of money for somebody with almost 16,000 gil. I'm doing all right for myself. Now that you have Manipulate, did you get Big Guard from the beach enemy? I got Big Guard and White Wind. That's actually why I went across. My intention in going to outside Junon was to get Big Guard from the beach plug, which we did. And then we also got White Wind from the Zem Zealot. So we are in a good shape now. Oh no, did the buggy didn't come with us? Oh, fuck's sake. That means I have to go back. The Adamantoys. This is miserable. I need my buggy. But I tried to drive it right into the town and it wouldn't let me. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Deja vu. Why do they have to make this so far away? I mean, thank goodness for 3x. Okay. There's something we can learn over near. Oh, and it is from this guy, I think. Yeah, Aqualung. Yes. Oh, shit. Can you hear it, Scott? I hear it. It's not as loud as the game might be the issue. Okay, we learned that. Dossi Scoot. It's time to go to Cosmo Canyon.
These guys can teach you frog song. Yes, sweet. You heard it better after the adjustment. Okay, yeah, so it was a mixer issue. That makes sense.
Sleepy frogs. Okay, go park the buggy.
Whoa, whoa. Oh no. This piece of shit. A breakdown now? Here? So conveniently close to Cosmo Canyon? I am home. It is I, Nanaki. Hey, Nanaki, you're safe. Come on and say hello to Bugenhagen. Nanaki? Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this land? Yeah. You lied. That is something that is not treated lightly here in Cosmo Canyon. Oh no. Am I familiar with this land? No. No, that's definitely the one that's the truth and not the lie. People from all over the world gather here to seek the study of planet life. Woo! I always wanted to come here. I'm sorry, it's full now, so I can't let you enter. They helped me when I was on the road. Please let them in. Oh, is that so? You helped our Nanaki? Well, please come in. Who is Nanaki? Nanaki is Nanaki. That's his name. Here's where I was. This is my hometown. My tribe were protectors of those who appreciate this beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. Cowardly father? Yes, my father was a wastrel. So the mission I inherited from my ancestors is to protect this place. My journey ends here. Hey, Nanaki, you're home! Come in, Grandpa. Good timing. Let's take a breather. I got stuff I want to find out, too. You get in here and everybody just pieces out. Tasty cocktails, pubs, starlit, fluffy beds, and Shildra Inn. Come in today. It's right near the Cosmo Candle. But first, the weird weapon lady. Oh, Turtle's Paradise. Good.
People of this canyon hate to compete, so almost everything here are replicas. But that's alright, some of them you can really use. Butterfly, yep, butterfly edge. Tiger fang. Heavy Vulcan. We can sell the Mithril Saber, but not the Force Stealer. And then what is the... I think it was the Wizard Staff that has the double growth that I want to keep. Sell all the sources. I never use them. Oh, okay. Alright, gang. I think this is where we're gonna stop for this evening. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Christmas Eve and your Christmas Day. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I think I'm going to be out of the house, so probably not unless I do it in the morning. But if I don't see you tomorrow, have a good holiday, and I will catch you all Tuesday, if not before then. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to catch up on the Survivor finale. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.